always hits the spot. Now it's quite early here in Florence and I'm about to board the high-speed train north. Destination? Milan. So it's a just over 2-hour trip, so time for another coffee, perhaps a snooze. Otherwise I'll just sit back and enjoy the countryside. The anticipation, however, I'm sure will start to build. You see, Milan has got some fantastic, iconic locations, such as the Duomo, the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele, that beautiful, from what I've heard, shopping complex just next to the Duomo. So they're a must visit. Certainly the castle is on my to-do list, but the real purpose of visiting Milan is to see that iconic, world-famous painting, The Last Supper, by Leonardo da Vinci. Okay, better get going, catch that train. Andiamo, let's go. So platform 10, the train's about to arrive, so we're just walking up to where our carriage, number 2, is going to be. We were just saying, Milan's a very popular location in Italy. You know, the big 3, Rome, Venice, Florence. Milan's not far behind, the fashion capital, of course, but also an international airport. From the Santa Maria Novella train station in Florence, it's about a 2-hour train trip to Milan. And the return trip costs you about €40. Pretty good, isn't it? And I use the Trainline app, and I'll show you what this looks like right now. And from this app, when you purchase a ticket, you get a digital copy, and it's that easy. The ticket inspectors will board each train to check your digital ticket, so make sure you have it with you. Do not attempt to board the train without a ticket. It's about a 2-hour trip, so from Florence to Bologna you won't see a lot due to all of the tunnels. And we're now heading up to Milan. We're in the last hour or so. And when you get to the central station, Milano Centrale, you've got some options to get into the historical centre. Walking it is one. It's about 3 kilometres, just under 2 miles. The tram, €2.20. And that will be about 20 minutes depending on the traffic. So a look at the architecture, facade and so on. So getting a feel for the ambience of Milan as you walk in. And the third option, which is what we're going to do today, is to get the subway. It's about a 10-minute trip, €2.20, and you can get this from a ticket machine. And you're catching line 3, the yellow line, with the final station on this line being Leonardo. And that's the line you're looking for, and it's the 4th stop. And that stop is called Duomo. And you're right in amongst it. That's what we're planning to do, and hopefully that's what's going to happen. Just looking outside, the weather forecast is for no rain, but quite overcast. So okay, we can deal with the overcast. Alright, I'll see you out there in the historical centre. Behind me, the Milan Duomo. I'm just about to enter. It's an iconic shopping centre. The oldest continuous shopping centre of its kind in Italy. The Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. So the first king of Italy. 1861. I better turn the camera around. So this is really pretty in here. I mean, all the big global brands you'd expect to find. Oh, back in Florence, it's in via the Tornabuoni, the fashion street there, but really it's like any airport duty free, all the big labels. But what a beautiful building. So I'm standing just outside the gate, the main gate, to the Sforza castle. So the first Duke of Milan built himself this to look after himself, but also to protect Milan, I guess. Okay, so let's head in, shall we? So inside the Sforza castle, it's unreal. I need to come back and explore this for sure, because we just haven't got time to fit this in one day. Pretty amazing, isn't it? And by the way, in the museum here, we've got Michelangelo's last piece of work, unfinished, mind you. It's pretty impressive here, isn't it? Milan is 2 hours north of Florence. That's via train, and it's well worth a day trip if you are looking at doing something from Florence itself. 2 days is certainly a recommendation from me, but look, it's a wonderful city. I'm really enjoying having a walk around. And by the way, Milan is in Lombardy, so we've moved out of the Tuscan region. Lombardy is also well known for Lake Como, Lake Garda, a wonderful place in Italy to also put on your to-do list. Right, so in the lead up to seeing the Last Supper, Da Vinci's Last Supper, he completed the work in 1498. It took about 4 years, then he was commissioned by the Duke of Milan, and consequently, on completion of his work of art, the Duke of Milan was so happy he gave Da Vinci his own vineyard just across the road from the church. And here I am at the Piazza di Santa Maria delle Grazie, where we're about to go in to check out Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper. So I'm really looking forward to sharing this experience with you. By the way, I won't be allowed to take in the camera. My phone is okay, so let's just see how we go. We've got a 15-minute viewing, and it's actually with Get Your Guide. So it's a walking city tour of Milan, including Beat the Line tickets, and that's the real reason for jumping on board the Get Your Guide tour, to get this ticket all organised. So we'll walk straight up in a minute, go straight in and see what we can see. Now I must say, quite awe-inspiring seeing the Last Supper. It's metric, 8.8 metres in width, which is about 29 feet. As I said, 4 years in the making. Da Vinci was implementing a new technique, painting onto a dry wall, whereas a fresco is painting onto a wet plaster wall, and so the colours are absorbed into the plaster. So unfortunately, with his new technique, it didn't prove to be very effective long term, even though, having said that, the Last Supper's been up on the wall for 500 years, but it has undergone several restorations and survived the bombing in World War II. Thanks, also with Bads, and it is time to catch the train back to Florence. Is Milan worth visiting? Without a doubt, and more than one day, I would be strongly recommending that. Nevertheless,
jump on a train from Florence, you're here in 2 hours, and you can see certainly those three icons of Milan: the Duomo, the Sforza Castle, and of course the Vinci's The Last Supper. All highlights, but we have just scratched the surface, so I can sniff another trip coming up here without a doubt. So I'll keep you informed regarding that possibility eventuating. Now, if you've liked this episode, share with a friend, give me a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll see you next episode. Ciao.